Hey everybody, welcome back for episode 2 on the Homestead Challenge. So, I went ahead between episodes here. I cleared out most of the trees on the road. I cut what I could with the chainsaw um, that I could fall, and so I can actually gather them. But the majority of these I had to turn on some tools and get rid of it that way. Um, it's not the greatest. I'd prefer to not have to lose a bunch of money, but yeah, I don't mind getting rid of them because wait, what? Oh, is that already cut? That's already cut. Did not know I already cut this tree. That I can't pick up. That I can't pick up. That I can't pick up. Okay, that one. The rest of these I can't pick up. Okay, gotta pull my truck up. Get the truck closer because I'm not carrying them all across here. I think what I might do is just put the truck right here. That way I can just drive in there if I need to. Alright, we'll start with all the 2-meter stuff that I can pick up. I thought I'd be able to pick that up, but I guess not. Guess I'm weaker than I thought. Is it something like that? That should be good. Definitely need to, as I said, I need to upgrade and get better tools. Get some better equipment. I did go and find the hand pushables, so I can get those going. But yeah, this episode is going to be all about getting as much money off of this as I can get right away. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to think of the area I want to clear out and cut up first. This is obviously pretty open up here at the front. So I'm thinking if I just clear out a bunch of these trees here, this will give me a nice big open area to work with as far as, you know, planting a field is concerned. Possibly placing in a sawmill. I'm definitely thinking I might buy a sawmill and place down so that I can make some more money, better money. But that'll have to wait. Come on now. Drop that in there. I got a feeling I'm gonna end up missing logs eventually. I know it. I'm gonna end up having some chunks of trees stuck in the ground here that I don't see. Let's drop this one on there. Don't really want to cut this off, but I'm... Really? Because I parked it on the road, I can't cut it? Damn it. Alright, well, that'll have to wait. I'm gonna set this to 1 meter. try and get all these cut down to 1 meter so I can actually pick them up. Can I pick this one up now? Oh, still can't pick those two up. That's crazy. Get this moved. Come on. Why are you being like this? That's weird that it's not letting me move that one. I'm just gonna... Not sure why it did that, but okay. Just jam that on top of there. What? What is wrong with my game right now? Why do you want to cut the piece of wood in half? That's so weird, but whatever. We're just gonna leave that piece on there because it refuses to cut it off. Line that up. Good. I still can't believe I can't pick this up. We'll just, I don't know, cut this down to half a meter, I guess. Why are you moving? What is going on with these trees? Game? This is so weird. It won't let me walk. Like, it's just being strange. Trees are doing weird things. I don't know what's holding that up. Okay. Alright. Let's get some more. Try to get these two birch trees put in, I guess. This one, I don't know. I'm just going to cut this one off at like 3 meters or something. Ah, that should be fine. Let's see if I can pick up this big piece. I can. Good. Birch is a lot lighter than the pine, apparently. So. I don't know if I'm going to get that other tree all on here or not, but I'm going to try. Well, let's grab this one, throw it on real quick. Strap that in real quick so it doesn't fall off. That just spun sideways for no reason whatsoever. Because, you know, why not? Whatever. Hopefully I can get the rest of this on there. Of course, it just shoved this one off on me instead of, you know, strapping it down like I wanted it to. The more I can get on this one load, the better. This should be the last piece. I should be able to stick that in there. Alright, should be good. Let's go sell this off. And see if I get enough, what I have enough money for after this. I'd like to be able to, like I said, I'd love to be able to build a sawmill. And then, oh, I don't know. Do I try and get myself a hand pushable forklift to get, so I can actually sell the stuff from the sawmill? The other issue I have is I'm gonna have to pay them to deliver stuff for me. Woo. Because I cannot, if I buy hand pushable stuff, I'm not gonna be able to load it on the back of my truck. If I buy the hand pushable cart for, forklift, it's not gonna work. I won't be able to just load it onto the truck, so I'll have to do it a different way. We'll figure that out, though. Oh, God. Oh, driving across the field. Oh, well. Oh, well. Not my crop. Not worried. A little out of control here. Truck's getting pretty loaded there. Man, all that was only 2,900. That's not even close to getting me a sawmill. Which is it? Factory, I think. Definitely ain't gonna get this sawmill. But I can get the industrial sawmill. No, not this. No. This one is the one I want. One of these isn't working properly. I'll have to test that too, but that's 10,000. So I need 2,000 just for that. And then anything for sale that I'm looking for. I'm not sure what that is. I wonder where that's going to be actually. Let's see. Wonder if it's actually under forklifts. Yeah, there it is. So this is only $200. I can buy this. That's cheap. It's a matter of getting it on my truck or delivered to my yard. So let's head back out. I'm gonna cut a few more trees. I mean, I've got a few down. I'm just gonna cut them up. So I will. I'll probably come back after I have another load ready to sell. I don't want to make this whole video of me just loading and selling trees. So I will be back as soon as I get that done. All right, so I've got pretty large load on right now. Hopefully this is enough. I had the forklift delivered, and hopefully this is enough to get my saw up to enough money to get a sawmill down. I'll drop the sawmill and I will go from there. Forgot to turn the time back on. I apologize for that. Oops. I had the time paused for when I was cutting off the trees on that road that, you know, weren't on my property, so. But, oops, I forgot to turn it back on. That's okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen. So, yeah, hopefully this is enough. Let's, there's, I think, 3 trees total on there. Well, one of them was a dead tree, and then there's a couple smaller pine tree or birch trees in there, I think, and one really small pine tree that I cut down. So hopefully, like I said, this will give me the 3,000 I need to get the sawmill down. Once I have the sawmill, I can throw all this wood into a sawmill instead of selling it. It might take a little while to produce some resources, but it should make more money that way. So see what it gives me. Nice. 4K, that's more than enough to do what I need to do. Gives me a little extra money on the side, which is perfect. So now we head back and we figure out where we're going to put the sawmill, I guess. I'm going to try and put it probably pretty close to where most of my logging stuff is going to be going on right now. So I don't have to haul this stuff any further than I absolutely have to. We shall see, though. Ooh. Sliding out of control. This road here, I didn't bother clearing the trees off of, so we're gonna have to think about that though. But yeah, I'm gonna come up this side and figure out where. So I was originally planning on putting the tent right around here. I'm thinking the sawmill right in this area somewhere is gonna be the play. So let's figure out where. Oop, construction. This sawmill, I think it's this one that I need. The other one doesn't work. This one might be a little overpowered, I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it. Okay, that's the loading area. God dang it. Stay. Right about there is what I'm looking for. Ah. So, what I'm gonna do, before anything else, I know this is a little cheesy, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this tree directly into the trigger for this. Double check that super strength is off. This tree, I can probably drop this one in there too, depending on how I do this. There we go. You probably drop that one in there too. Clear out this area. Alright, let's see how this thing works. See where this is. It's I'm just going to push this one. I don't know if I can lift it anyways, so we're just going to push this one. We should be able to push it right in. Perfect. I'm just going to clear out an area right here to make this nice and open and easy to work. And if I can get away with just dropping these trees directly into the sawmill trigger like that, I'm going to. Come on. Beautiful. All right. So now let's double check, see how this is if this is working. We're making planks and beams, right? We're making one of everything. Yeah, I could just sell the wood directly through here, but I'm not going to. All right, we're going to activate. I think I'm just going to go with the short planks for now. Why does that make... That's weird. It actually makes more beams and planks than it does... You know what? Screw it. Let's go with the beams. Beams and long planks for now. It should be fine. Now, see, this clears out a nice big area for me to work with. We're going to cheese it by turning on super strength to get rid of this tree. And this one. I'm not going to get anything out of these by trying to throw them in the sawmill anyways, and they're more of a pain than they're worth. So, get rid of those. I'm going to try and drop this big one right into the sawmill. So I still have $1,800 just that I can spend. Darn, it didn't fall in. Oh, I didn't fall the right direction for it to fall in, that's why. Now, let me see. All right. Wish this thing had a tilt to it, but whoa, that's weird. I got to zoom out because that is terrible. All right, so that opens up a nice big area here for me. There's a few trees up here that I've already cut. This is a nice big spot. Let's check something. I wanted to reset that store sell point. I don't need more stuff delivered, but let's see. I want a mower if I can. Wonder if I have one. Wonder if I have a hand pushable mower. Oof. $150. Wonder what... Does that drop grass? Wait. My store point? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna say, where's my store point? Alright. All right. Start mower. Turn on mower. Oh, it does drop grass. Sweet. All right, let's cut the grass around here real quick and I don't know. Figure out a baling system maybe. Bale it. Can't turn it into hay yet. Well, I could if I get a tedder maybe. But let's clear out this area and then I can figure it out from there. If I can do this, at least I can get, you know, I can get a start on getting some money coming in other than trees. It's going to take a while to cut all this lawn up here, but that's okay. I don't mind. Well, I'm here, actually. Let me check something. Where's my hand pushables pack? So, we got a grain cart. What else do we got? Cultivator. Might do the cultivator, I don't know. Let's see. Cedar, that's worth it. Rice seeder. Don't worry, I'm not worried about that. Spreader definitely is something I'm going to be looking at. Harvester is not worried about. I'm looking for a baler. Oh, there's a windrower. Oh, there's a tedder. Okay, the tedder's only $150. The windrower is only $150. Do I need the windrower? Yeah, I'll get it, just in case. And then baler's another $200. That leaves me pretty low on cash, but I think that'll be okay. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff around here I need to clear up and clean out, but okay. We're just going to move this over here for now. And this is going to get moved. All right. Well, I'm going to work on this. It's going to take me a while to get this cut, but I'm going to do this, and I will be back with you guys when I have something accomplished. Alright, guys, I'm back in. Okay, so I've done the mowing, or at least some of the mowing. This part over here I never finished. There's a big chunk, big section here that I didn't do. I ran the tedder and the windrower over it and the baler and baled it all up. I got 15 bales off of this part, and then I painted, placed down some gravel where the sawmill is going to be and where I'm going to have a little bit of a parking space for some tools here. So, just to get that started. Clearly I missed a spot. But, yeah. The tedder, it works. It misses some spots. The windrower, same thing. It kind of misses some spots. But the baler seems to have a wider pickup. I'm not sure if that's another mod that I have on that's causing it to do that. So, it seems to pick everything up no matter what. But yeah, even tedding this stuff though wasn't necessarily turning into hay. So I've got a mixture of grass and hay on my truck right now. And yeah, I cut down a couple more trees and threw in the sawmill just to make sure they're in there and cleared out a little more area. This big tree here I think is going in there too. I don't know if I can drop that straight in there or not, but I think it's going. But anyways, let's go sell this grass and hay. Trying to think, assuming the farmer's market is where it's going to go. But, yeah, as you can see, it's still only day one, so, yeah, I don't know. I have to turn the speed up because, of course, I did pause the speed at the beginning there and did a bunch of stuff while it was paused, so I definitely need to turn the speed up for that, make up for that a bit. I feel like it should definitely be later than 10 o'clock in the morning, though, so I might have to run it at 2 times speed. So yeah, so I've got well, I ended up with more grass than hay, apparently, when I did this. So that's a little weird, but I'll take it. These pails are small enough you can pick them up by hand, so it's not too bad. I don't think I'm gonna get a whole lot of money out of this, but I'll take a couple $100 back to pay for some of the tools that I bought. That'd be fine. You know, even if I only got, you know, 300 or 400, that pays for at least 1 or 2 of the implements that I bought. And then I can think about, I don't know, maybe getting a seeder and a plow, maybe even a fertilizer and all that, so I can, you know, get regular crops going. We'll see. Now, does this sell here is the question. Yes, it does. $400. That's not bad. I'll take that. It could be better, but I'll take it. $400. But let's see. Depending on what I get off that other section that I've already cut, it's probably another $300-400. So it's slow doing this by hand. But, yeah, money-wise, I can't afford to buy any equipment. I don't want to take out a loan. So, it's going to be a slow process. I think the wood is where I'm going to really make my money. And it's just a matter of, I need to do stuff between now and the time the sawmill produces its first, you know, first pallets of log or beams and planks. But yeah, this is a giant area here that I can clear out. Like I got trees here I can chop down and put in, and I could definitely clear a bunch more of this out and make decent sized fields over here. Okay, we're gonna park the truck there for now. Let's see how close we are on the sawmill. Well, we're about halfway to getting a pallet of beams and a pallet of planks, so that should get us a couple $1,000 so for those when they're done. What do? definitely think these 3 trees for sure are coming down. I've got this section of grass that I still have to cut and bale. I'm gonna try and drop that big tree straight into the pit too. I feel like this area where the sawmill is, this is probably gonna be my farm area for, or at least for the start. So that's where most of my farm is gonna go. Of course, I had super strength turned on for a second and forgot to turn it back off. That tree is gigantic. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move this thing. It'd be kind of cool. The truck has a winch on it. It'd be kind of cool if it actually worked. The winch stuff. I might have to chop this thing smaller because I don't know. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do at all. You know what? Actually, I don't know if this winch that I put on the pickup truck actually works with a winch. What is that then? Suspension and mirrors? Wait, I have control over my suspension. Oh, okay. That is very weird. Okay. It's like got air ride suspension in it. Wait. Who's that thing? Oh, that's the mirror, isn't it? Let's see. I think I messed that up now. Ah. Moves them out. Interesting. Doesn't move them back out the way they were, though. What is up with that? Now I got them pulled in and I can't get them to go back out for some reason. What's the other control then? Okay, this moves them in. This folds them back out where they belong. I feel like that's in a little too far. Why is there a piece of plastic in the middle of the mirror? I think I'm just going to keep them pulled in. Just my opinion, I think that's fine. Okay, so was seat and steering column. What? What? That is... Okay. That's a thing, I guess. And again, for some reason, those ones... That one's broken. That's a little too far back, really. Don't want to be that low. Wait, what does this do? Weird. Okay, so none of this gives me an option to control the winch. Be nice if it did. So the winch doesn't work on this as an actual winch. Alright, so I'm stuck using this to try and move that giant tree. God, the camera on this is terrible. So why does it keep doing that? It's like, yeah, you're gonna go here. Like, why? So I found with the baler, I had to do this as well. You have no choice. You have to run it in. You have to use it in first person mode. Wait, why are you not going underneath that? It's off the ground. So it looks like I'm definitely gonna have to cut this thing a little smaller. Oop, that does not like that at all. Okay. Well, let's start here, I guess. For some reason, like I said, this here, that should cut off of there, but it will for some reason. Like, I don't even give me the option to cut that limb. It's not real. It's not real. Limb is not real, but it won't let me cut it either. It's so weird. Whatever. Alright, well, let's try this and see if I can move it now. I really wish I could use this in third person without the camera going haywire. This chunk of wood is massive. And yeah, there's no picking it up. It's just too big. Alright, still too big. Let's cut it in half. Crazy. I would have loved to put this in there as one solid piece, because I know it would have been worth more. But at this point, as long as I can push it, I'm happy. Again, why? Why is the camera doing this? It's so weird. I wonder if I can I've got to find a mod that makes it so the camera can't do that. It obviously thinks there's a collision somewhere, and that's what's causing the issue, but I'm not sure why it would think there's a collision there, but ooh. Love how it instantly makes wood chips, but the rest of the stuff that comes out of that doesn't. It takes forever to actually be created. Kind of odd. All right, well, this piece is being annoying, so I'm just going to try and push it in there in one big chunk. It won't let me cut the limbs off of it. Can I get under it enough to lift it, maybe? No, apparently not. So, doesn't like that idea. Man, I kind of wish... Yeah, no. There's no option to spread the forks wider on this one. They're set in one spot, and that's it. So, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to live with it. Oh, come on. You're right there. All you do is go a little bit more to that side. There we go. Alright, so, between now and next episode, what do? I'm going to park this over here. I'm going to cut a few more trees. I'm going to cut the rest of this grass. I think what I'll do, like I said, I'll take a few more of these trees out, and I'll cut the grass back along to here somewhere. And, yeah, we'll call it an episode here, and we'll get back to work. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.